let's go to Michigan State, because Michigan State, T.O., is a team that you picked to win the Big Ten in the preseason. And a lot of people laughed at you. And I don't think very many people are
I'm used to
laughing at
that
you
at
right
this
now.
point, gentlemen. I'm used to people hating on me in November and then coming back and apologizing en masse come February and March. I'm used to that. More specifically, Auburn fans. Last year after Yale took them down. Other times, there's been a lot of other predictions. I'm a big victory lap guy, as you guys well know. You're welcome, world. Michigan State is that good, I feel like. They're just tough. You look up and down their roster, you want them to shoot the ball better, but that's not really where their identity is anyway. So you maybe some three-point shooting. Get them a shooter's gun. I'm sure they already have it, and they probably have 7,000 managers to rebound for them if they so desire. Give me some perimeter shooting. Let these guys keep playing the way they are, physical and playing and doing a lot of those things. But this is not a team that settles for a ton of threes. You know what? One of the lowest teams in the country in terms of the percentage of their threes as opposed to field goal attempts. So that's not what they do. So they don't have to rely on it that much. Continue rebounding the basketball, continue being tough defensively. But if you could turn it up to where you don't even have to, they're shooting 28% from three. You don't have to shoot spectacular percentages. If you can get in that 33, 34 range, I think that'll buoy you up at least to compete. And then your toughness will take care of the rest.
Randolph?
You know what they need, T.O.? You know, at the All-Star games, when the three ball counts as 4 points or 5 points or count more, for the amount of threes that they make, that's what they need. They just need the few that they knock down to count for like 4, 5, or 6 points. Everything else they got, they tough as hell. The athleticism with guard play, they got it all, man. But shooting, that's just saying. I don't know what. It feels like we've been saying that year after year about this Michigan State team, but they obviously are playing a lot better and a lot more fun to watch than they were a year ago. Started out rough. We saw them at the Champions Classic, and we were like, oh, okay. And then since then, they've been playing a lot better. So, again, I want them to make more shots, but the ones that they're making, I still commend them because they're not settling for just taking shots and just jacking them up. They're just not a really good three-point shooting team. And I think inevitably that'll cost them in the end. But they're playing through it and they're figuring out they're just not forcing shots as well. So Tom Izzo is my favorite coach. I've been on record saying that. Come on, coach, you got to get me some shooters in there, man. I want some guys knocking down some shots. But Sparty's got them going.
You know who could shoot on that roster? You know who can make shots on that roster? Jace Richardson. Get him more minutes. Get him more playing time. Why is he still coming up? Why is he still averaging 16 minutes a game off the bench? Let's get him up to 22, 23, 25 minutes a game. He's your shooter right there. He's a guy that can make a difference. I agree with both of you guys. Like that's going to be the difference maker, right? If they can get up to because last year, didn't they start out last year really poorly shooting as well? And then they finished the year once everything was all said and done, they finished at like 36% or so. So they were able to kind of figure it out. And I think getting Frankie Fiddler going, he was a guy that was a career 37% 3-point shooter, and he's 6 for 32 on the season. Kind of getting some of those guys going a little bit, I think makes a huge difference.